My name's F. Scott Schafer. I'm a commercial photographer in New York City. In high school, I never took any photo classes, but I really became interested in music. And after that, I became very interested in music photography and just started sneaking my camera into shows in the 80s and illegally, you know. And I was a really short kid at the time, and I'd get up on my friend's shoulders and we'd charge to the front of the barricade and shoot Van Halen and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and all these bands, and then I'd sell them for $1 in high school the next day. So that was sort of my fantasy of being a photographer. I didn't go to college right away. I was kind of the kid who wasn't sure what he wanted to do. All I knew is I didn't want to have a corporate job. I did not want to push a pencil. I didn't want to sit behind a desk. I did not want to wear a tie. I went to Art Center College of Design. So it was great because our class was filled with kids from all over the world, you know, and that all had different sensibilities and different portfolios and different ways of seeing things. So my experience was just, it's like being in a sandbox, you know, with a bunch of kids that you never met before, and you start creating this thing together. For me, it was scary, but at the same time, inspiring. I've been a commercial photographer now for 18 years. I shoot a lot of celebrities, conceptual kind of celebrity portraiture. I work with a lot of comedians. I do movie posters. I do, you know, I work with HBO. I work with NBC. I do a lot of music stuff. I have done a lot of music stuff. I work with a lot of magazines. I had found some early success in the beginning of my little career. Then I was a little kind of overwhelmed with it, honestly. It was surprising, and I don't know. I felt like I was already. It was happening so quick. I kind of forgot what I liked about photography. I took a trip around Asia for a year. But what was great about the work I ended up making was just, it was like a complete 180 to what I do commercially. It was unplanned, it was spontaneous, it's all natural light. It's like, it was very minimal. Everything I had was in a small little bag. I had a little camera, I had one Polaroid camera, I had my little 35mm camera, and I made a little kind of system. And it was a way to connect with the people I was traveling around and meeting, but I could kind of use the language of photography to communicate with them. And I just found myself kind of stumbled into this sort of project of photographing people that I ran into, and archiving. There's so many different fields now for you know, photographers to get into. Now motion, you know, graphics, motion graphics, in photo editing, art direction. I think, you know, there's nothing guaranteed in stone for anybody, but if you, as far as like, there's always an opportunity if you go for your dream, you know. You're never gonna have a chance to see what you're made of and see what you can become if you just, you know, not try, you know. I think you have to give it a shot. You have to be willing to go for it, and we all have to do that. We all have to make a decision, you know, to either just fall back and just, you know, take the, I don't even think it's an easy route, it's just the safest route. It's a route that we know we can do. Or to, you know, take a deep breath and jump in.